and I couldn't speak because I couldn't get enough air. And I just wrote help to my parents. And thank God they saw that. And they came running in and they helped me we have a spare room right next to the bathroom, thank God. Because my bedroom's all the way upstairs. So there's no way I was going to do a flight of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't breathe at all. It took so much to breathe. And it was like shallow breaths only, because if I took a deep breath, it hurt so bad. Like I could feel the pain in my back. Like as if I could, like my lungs in the back part. It was just sharp, sharp stabbing pains. And I read somewhere someone described it as breathing in glass, and it's very accurate. It changed within just hours. I progressively got worse, but I was too afraid to call the doctor. I don't know why. I don't know. Anyone, when you put this out and people watch this, please stop being afraid to go to the doctor.
That's me all the way. I'm like, no, I'm fine. It's probably just a migraine, or, oh, my hurts. I'm okay.
Like out of my mind. So luckily the next day, my parents were like, you're calling the doctor. So they heard I think, panic in my parents' voice, and they were like, we have an opening today. I do the virtual, and I could barely talk. And they're like, okay, this is not good. And you are positive. They sent me immediately a script for a Z-Pack and an inhaler. So thank God I started the Z-Pack when I did. And thank God I called, because I really genuinely don't think I'd be having this conversation this soon. I think I would have ended up in the hospital for how bad I could not breathe. And the scariest day, it was the day after we had talked to the doctor. And I just finally, it had hit me, and I started weeping because I couldn't breathe. And my dad looked at me, and he's a serious guy, like jokes around, but I've never heard this tone in his voice where he's like, if you don't breathe, like deep breathing, you're going to die. And it scared the shit out of me. It's like, you never I never thought in a million years my father would have to look at me and say that,
Mm-hmm.
of like, this could really kill you. And of course, now that I'm on the mend, my dad was like, yeah, it was really bad. We didn't want to tell you. Like, you looked bad. But yeah, it took me a while to be able to talk fully and have conversations, because my cough was so bad, and I was wheezing, and I could not get a deep breath. The craziest thing my doctor told me to do, and it helped, was she goes, you have to have one of your parents with their hands cupped bang on your back. And I was like, why? Normally a doctor's like, just take this and call me in the morning. No, have your parent bang on your back. So apparently what it does is, because I guess I was starting to have pneumonia, or I do have pneumonia, or did have pneumonia, for the way it sounded. She goes, once they do that, I had to do it every 2 hours, because it breaks up the stuff in your lungs and helps you to breathe. And then I had to do exercises where you breathe in deep, and then you hold your breath for at least 4 to 5 seconds, which was so hard to do. It took me a week to be able to hold my breath.
That's fascinating.
A week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The cough and everything finally went away, I want to say 4 or 5 days ago. 5 days now. And I had to do the math. It's been my 25th day.
Your 25th day.
Yeah.
That's yikes. Because, any cold you have, you're like done after a week. You have the aftermath. But 25 days of your body just being like, nah, we're gonna shut it down.
Yeah. And I actually had to ask my doctor yesterday for another refill on the inhaler, because 2 days ago I was like, I feel great. I feel like myself. So I was cleaning. I can't help myself. I clean. So I was cleaning the living room, and I have a small living room, and I'm vacuuming. And all of a sudden, the whole room starts to spin, and I have to sit down. I'm out of breath completely. And all I had done was dusted 2 surfaces, and I was vacuuming. I know I'm not 100%, but thank God I'm not coughing. I breathe in, and it's only a little pain now. It's nothing like it was. I could do a full one, but it makes you really lightheaded, which makes you feel like sometimes I'm still not getting enough air. And it's the 25th day. It's incredible what this does. It's like a leech. It does not want to come off.
I so feel for you. Oh my gosh, that is wild. Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Have you been able to sing or attempt to sing? Podcast.
I attempted yesterday, and I even tried today.
Continued to keep listening.
Yesterday made me cry. I'm not gonna lie, because I've never gotten this long in my entire life without singing.
It's scary,
and I can only get a few lines in.
Some good, some bad.
And I'm like, oh,
but in general, it's
take a deep breath, and then of course I missed the end.
For a while, I know a lot of people were saying
part of the song, but
it's something that's so
every
fake.
day
It's
I'm
not
doing
a real
the exercises
thing.
and forcing myself to get back to.
And that's not the case. There's so many cases. I know
but it really
back in New York,
a challenge.
There are
and I never
ridiculous
like
amount
I
of cases
saw so many people
that they
so
had
many
to bring in
Playbill, so many
trucks for bodies,
Broadway,
which is so scary.
And
it's a thought that
and I'm thinking, I'm like,
I've never
maybe I didn't have it that bad, because I didn't go to the hospital.
And
but I'm like, oh my God, I can't breathe.
Out there and
I cannot
essential
breathe.
Workers. It affects people that way.
And I didn't even go to the hospital. And it's still a struggle.
It affected me in the ways that I'm an independent
I can't even imagine what that feels like for someone who was on a ventilator or in intensive
care. Right now, studios and schools are
people
closed.
who do sing, or singers, or performers, like you miss that outlet.
Not going to open
and then to feel like you don't have that one outlet. And kind of heartbreaking.
Dance studios don't even know when they're going to be opening. There are some states that have started to open
so
and leave their stay-at-home order.
Like when are you cleared to go to work, or do you know
field,
what the next steps are?
The dance studios are probably
I still have another 2 weeks
in that third test
because
group of things to be open.
I had to ask,
which is understandable because the contact we have
in
I
dance
movement. That makes
13
sense.
more doses.
I can't think of a class where I'm teaching young ones and I'm not saying, don't touch each other. Or keep your hands to yourself.
I think because I'm like forcing myself to move around more.
It's scary. It's scary
talking a lot more. I've needed it more than
to think
once.
About what life is going to be.
As of now, it's 2 weeks. But after these 2 weeks,
really
I have another.
And because I had the thought about that of what life is going to be after
appointment, and then from there we're going to reevaluate.
Amanda,
the next step?
Who is
because even with these 2 weeks of me feeling better, I'm still not 100%. So I'm hoping
she actually had COVID, and
I'm okay.
That's terrifying to know someone I know.
He was like, "No,
even though
we're just gonna clean, we're gonna do all these things. It'll help me get back to normal."
It's terrifying to know that.
Like I went for a walk around the block, and I'm like, "This is
clearly not fake."
To get back to my house, and I'm like, "I gotta sit down."
How is she dealing with it?
That's so wild. That is wild. Oh my gosh.
Amanda, is an artist.
It's crazy because you don't think, you think, I'm 29.
Her full energy
it's not going to hit me. I'm pretty
I think at this point,
I have normal
also
pain.
Has to think about work.
I can think of like dancers, even for myself. When my chest hurts, my back hurts, I'm like, oh, well, I did push it kind of too hard the other day. So I'm like, all right. But really, it's the fact of, like you said, not being afraid to go to a doctor and getting tested out and listening to your body. As I'm the biggest hypocrite, I tell all the kids that I teach, listen to your body, do what your body says. But at the same time, I'm over here killing myself in my living room.
Yeah. We don't know our limit, but this one forces you to know it in a way because you have no other choice. See, I just touched my face. You have no other choice. And the crazy part about this virus is that, so after I had like the 10th day, where they say the 10th day is like really bad if you do have breathing issues. After a few days, once I had the inhaler, I was like, I feel great. So I had a whole day of, I was FaceTiming people. I wasn't coughing as much. And then I would wake up and it was as if I was back to square one. I couldn't talk, could barely breathe. It makes you think that you're okay. It makes you feel like, oh, I'm just really tired. Let me lay down. And it's lying. Lies to you.
Wow.
They tell you, like the doctors told me, which I found out afterwards, which may have caused this to become worse. When you're normally sick, doctors tell you to lay down, rest. You cannot lay on your back because it forces you to lay down. And then when you lay on your back, apparently, it all settles, starts to go right into your lungs.
Right.
And then the amount of vitamins I've had to take. Oh my goodness, the vitamin C, which is supposed to be really, really good. So I've upped that. Vitamin D, I think I've taken D1 or something. B1, zinc.
Oh man, this makes me think about I maybe should upgrade to regular vitamins, not the chewables.
Oh, I won't lie to you. I also have gummies. I've got like the multivitamin omega-3 gummy.
Yeah.
That one immediately I'm like, I'll take it. It's candy. Let me start the day feeling a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that person where I'm like, oh, I have to swallow a pill, or do I just keep chewing these like it's candy? Let's get them all chewables.
Oh my goodness.
How is your appetite?
I finally, the last couple of days, have had meals, like actual meals. And it's been wonderful. But before that, I was so nauseous. I couldn't eat anything. Like I would have my dad would make me 2 slices of toast and I'd have one. That's it. Maybe one. And that took like over an hour to just get down because I felt like I was going to vomit. I had no appetite. So it's been nice. I finally had a burger yesterday with fries. Oh, so good.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's also important, the eating aspect.
Yeah, they say like green tea and soup helps because like you have so much inflammation, so like the warmth of it is helping.
Mm-hmm.
So that I tried to get down some days, but it's nice to have something in my stomach.
Having a burger in your hand is so different than drinking soup.
Like, this is glorious.
I bet. Oh my gosh, that is, yeah, it's still shocking. I mean, Colorado is at, like other states, is at a stay-at-home right now. And I've converted from going to the grocery store to Instacarting because of the lines and they're like counting people in and out. And that's how it's changing. And I haven't worked.
Yeah.
That's done. So it's just, that's how it's changing for me. And I bet even for you with, when it goes back in the residence, that has to have, there's probably some change they're going to tell you that you're going to have to do with your residence.
Because like before, I'm so bad. Like if someone's sick, I'm cautious. But if I don't know that they're sick, like in a way that it would be contagious,
mm-hmm.
I hug them. I don't care. I don't. And now I have to. Like I didn't care before because, we need that human interaction at any age. But especially, a lot of these residents, they don't see their families all the time, or, people live in different states. So maybe they come once a year for the holidays. So I loved being that interaction for them. And now I can't even imagine what it's going to look like. I know there are no group activities there. There haven't been since March.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily,